Hey guys, Elite Legionarii here, and I am bringing you a 2 versus 2 siege assault battle. I will be assaulting with my ally Monlith, who's in command of Macedon, and Monlith pretty much showed me the ropes in terms of online Rome Total War playing, so big thanks to him for that, and it's good to have him as an ally. And he usually still beats me when I fight him, so he's still a very good opponent, but I've gotten a lot better since I first fought him. He's got his own channel, so check it out. It's Monlith of Rome. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. So anyway, as you can see, I'm in command of the Seleucid Empire, he's in command of Macedon, and my army consists of 6 units of gold and 2 experienced Silver Shield Legionnaires, because I think the Legionnaires are better for assaulting than pikes, obviously. And I still got 3 units of gold Silver Shield Pikemen, 2 units of gold Cataphracts, one with my general. Got 4 units of gold Attack Archers, and I have 4 units of peasants to push my rams into position. Monlith's army consists of 6 Phalanx Pikemen, I think it was, and 6 Royal Pikemen. Royal Pikemen being gold, and his Phalanx Pikemen also being gold. And he's using some militia hoplites as well to pull some of his rams, so he gets the same idea as me, just use weaker, crappier infantry to do it. And he's got a couple of these light lancers, he's got 2 of those. Gold. He's got a companion with his general, which is also gold. He's got 4 Cretians. No, 5 Cretians. A very good choice. They pay off real well in this battle. Considering we have some difficulty with, I have some difficulty with the archers of the Rome Spqr's archers, but fortunately he's able to shoot them in the backs, giving me some support. And he's also got a whole lot of other rams at his disposal, but I don't think he ends up using them. So that's our forces. I'm just waiting for them to finish deploying, or us, or whoever. Just, I didn't want to felt rushed at the start, so that's why I watched all this. But as I said, he's a pretty decent player. I think he's me and him probably about equal. Sometimes I can beat him, sometimes he'll beat me, so we're pretty even. Perhaps I think he's got better micro than me though, so that's probably why he usually beats me when he beats me. But in terms of tactics and strategy, we're pretty similar, probably from experience. So yeah, but he did give me he was nice enough to teach me the ropes when I first came online a few months back, and I hadn't been playing Rome Total War for many months before that, so I was pretty crap. So I picked up a few things and some ideas off him, and some other people of course, but big thanks to him obviously, like I keep saying. And I'll just jump on triple speeder here until the enemy's forces become available. So as you can see, it's a fort. My last siege type battle I was on the defence, so I wanted to bring you one on the attack, as I don't have many sieges on my channel. I think I've only got that one on my channel. So anyway, here is their forces. The Carthaginian player's got a lot of round shield cavalry out here. He's got a lot of these gold, and actually more than gold, hugely upgraded Sacred Band. He's got several that are not upgraded as well, but he's got about 3 that are like gold and 2 experience. He's got lots of them, and the Roman player, by the way, the Carthaginian player's name's Dito, and the Roman player's name's Plymouth. He was a nice guy, so automatically they seem to be pinning their forces out in my direction. In my opinion, both me and Monlith had inferior sort of like individual units for this, because this guy's got 6 units of urban cohort, or at least gold, and I think one of them, the general's unit's gold and experience, or 2 experience. And they're way better than my Silver Shield Legionnaires or my Silver Shield Pikemen, and they're definitely way better than these Royal Pikes, although my Silver Shield Legionnaires are about equal with Monlith's Royal Pikes. But Sacred Band are better than Royal Pikes, and as our Urban Cohort. And there's also some Legionary First Cohorts back here. So they're on the defence, so that automatically gives them a stronger.
Now they must batter a way through.
Okay, if that guy interrupts me again. Anyway, as I was saying, automatically being defensive, they had the advantage because you got like these towers and you got walls and all that. Yeah, so they've got the advantage there, but they've got stronger infantry as well. So that makes it pretty tough for us. But Monlith's getting a lot of damage in here with these Grecians, which is why they paid off so well. And he's doing a hell of a lot of damage, which is really good because my archers are really getting the copy out with these archer auxilia, and they're not really inflicting a lot of damage, which was annoying. But fortunately his men were there to inflict some damage. I was really glad that Dito with all these cav went after Monlith's archers, which would have been a smart move. I would have wanted to remove them from the fray as well, but I didn't really have as much to deal with, much units that could deal with those cav. I've only got 2 cataphracts.
The enemy gate is down! Our battering ram has done its work!
So basically what I want to do is I want to use my, once my peasants have broken through the walls, I'm using them to make sure that they, I don't lose...
The walls. Now they must batter a way through!
Yeah, shut up. I want to use my peasants to obviously break through to make sure I don't get my good units wasted on the approach, and I want to also use them as a peeler shield against these urban cohorts, and then I want to engage with the pikes and throw peeler over the backs of my pikes into his urbans. At the same time, I'm going to hopefully be able to see my archers around the sides here once these cav are out of the way, so that they don't get in trouble, and then I can shoot the urbans in the back, because urbans are going to be able to beat my men.
The walls are breached, and the way into the city is open for our soldiers. Order the attack!
So Monlith's just got his archers up doing whatever damage he can do. It's really helpful though, as you can see he did a lot of damage. So he's breaking in as well, as am I. So what I want to do is I want to just shoot the flanks and sides of these urbans just to thin them out a bit before I approach. But I need to be careful because I don't want these cavalry out here picking off my archers. So Monlith I think is already picking up on on this sort of thing, because he has his lancers there ready to help, and some of his phalanx pikemen. So he's certainly doing quite well. I think his Cretians were a fantastic investment. Very good thing if you're playing this kind of siege and you know you're up against stronger factions, like infantry wise at least, because Carthage has better infantry than Macedon, and Rome has better infantry than the Seleucids, so we're both disadvantaged, but his archers were an excellent choice. But now he's sending his urbans to block my entry points. I'm just got my peasants here, I'm keeping them here just for deterring him with peeler.
The enemy walls are down. Make sure their soldiers are buried beneath their ruins.
So in a one-on-one though, his infantry is better than mine, but I think I have a slight numbers advantage, so it evens out reasonably well. And my cataphracts were brought not to deal with cavalry as such, but they were brought so that I might, once I'm engaged, I might come in with a charge and just give that extra oomph into the attack, and hopefully it might break his infantry. That's the plan with my cataphracts. I've seen it done before, and I've done it before. Engage in front and just break through your own men and just smack right into the enemies with a real heavy charge from cataphracts, and it can quite often rout even urban cohorts, so that's why I was doing it. And when I saw Rome, I suspected urban cohort, and these are they're well upgraded, and there's enough of them to make this ridiculously difficult for me. And these Sacred Band are in the same position that they're making ridiculously difficult for Monlith, which is why he's holding back, as well as these cavalry. So here he comes in for a strike on Monlith's phalanx pikemen, but it was a good idea to bring these cav, but they're round shield cav, and round shields are pretty crap, and he just completely squanders them in the way he uses them. He just charges them right into Monlith's phalanx, and that's complete nut. Look at them, there's cave in, which is exactly what he shouldn't have done. He should have waited for opportunities to hit the backs of Monlith's men and to pick apart his Cretians, because his Cretians are the deadliest thing that's happening to those defenders at the moment. And thankfully Monlith does a fantastic job of getting rid of them. Here though, he nearly decides to go after them, but he pulls out just in time because he doesn't want to get hit on the sacred band and repeat the mistake of his opponent. So here, now that I see that these cav are routing, I bring my archers around the side here, and I'm going to shoot these urban cohort in the back just to thin them out before I go in for the engagement. Because as I keep saying, I just don't feel confident in my men on a one-on-one situation here, especially in a defensive siege like this, so I need to thin their numbers. I was a little concerned though here that they'd stop routing and he'd come and take out my archers, which would have been a good move. So in a moment I will move a unit of cataphracts over there, which I'm confident could easily defeat all those round shields, considering that they're also probably a bit shaken after that scrap out here where they lost enormous numbers. So I think it was a good idea of Carthage to bring these round shields, and he could have used them very decisively against these Cretan archers, or maybe my archers, but the Cretans would have been a better choice. But he didn't, and he kind of squandered them, and now they're of less effect. So that gives Monlith a nice early chunk of kills to have. And here I'm moving my cataphract out just to help provide support for my archers, just in case these round shields should try and see an opening there. So as you can see, I've taken out very little, but he's in Testudo, but I've still got some sort of back hits. I see him in Testudo, and I want to catch him when he's in Testudo, catch him out of position. So here I was going to charge in, try and catch him in Testudo, but he came out obviously just before, and I decided to withdraw my men. And I am throwing Peeler, but I don't think it's being very effective. But I've got access to back shots on them again, so basically I just want to use whatever Peeler I can and use my pikemen and all this infantry just to pin down these urbans. So I am getting a few Peeler in, but I don't think it's really doing anything. But as you can see, there's quite a few dead urbans here now, which is great. And he comes out here, which is what he shouldn't have done, because that allows me to apply all my numbers to him. He should have stayed in, it would have been much harder. And I'm fortunate there, because I can also shoot these guys in the back, so these urbans are getting beaten. Man for man, they're way better than any of my infantry, but there's enough of my infantry and mine I got, so a wee bit, few more upgrades I think, that it allows them to even out. So as you can see, I'm beating down these urbans nicely, which was thrilling, because I was really worried about how well my guys would do against them, particularly in this kind of siege. But Monlith spots, I didn't notice it but he's managed to use Cretans into a smacking these urbans in the back with flamers, which is great. And I'm moving in to, when he alerts me to the fact that he was doing it, I was a bit preoccupied with keeping an eye on this. So these cataphracts are now punching through, but I want to pull them out because they're going to get bogged down, and I don't want that. So over here I've moved my guys up, and I'm just going to put my silver shields in front, and then I'm going to throw Peeler over the back, over their heads. I'm using my cataphracts just to look for opportunities to go in for more, so I'm coming in again, but hoping it'll just, the hit from the cataphracts will just do enough to weaken them enough. And these urbans, it is working, because they're getting pushed in, and once this general unit goes, which will be fantastic, it'll do a lot for me. But here I see these first cohorts coming in, which is a good move on my opponent's part, because it's a moral thing. So here, after he's been severely weakened by these flame shot by his Cretans, I can now just punch numbers into these urbans, and I just want to apply lots of force and numbers onto my opponent's urbans, because because they've got ridiculously good morale and I need numbers just to break them down. So I'm quite confident my cataphracts can beat these first cohorts with their maces and those guys shooting them in the back. So over here, these out in the open though, even with 2 legionnaires against them, these urbans are putting up a decent fight. But now I've got my cataphracts free and I will take that opportunity to no doubt hit them in the back. That he's separated from his support. And over here, Monlith is just using massive numbers to beat these Sacred Band. And again, his opponent made the mistake of coming out. He should have stayed in, that way Monlith would only hit 1 unit at a time, because Monlith doesn't have the infantry strength to actually beat these Sacred Band, and now these Sacred Band are actually winning now there's enough of them out. But by this point I've beaten down more or less everything Rome has left in terms of infantry. So by this point I'm able to lend support to Monlith.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
But Monmouth breaks through on this side too, and he's also had his Cretians firing all that time. So even though these Sacred Band are beaten out here, he wisely put his men to good use against these weakened Sacred Band out this way. I'm surprised that these Phalanx Pikemen did so well against them. But here come my cataphracts. Or they were coming, I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm just mopping up wherever I can. But so I'm bringing up my infantry slowly. There's some Samnite gladiators here, I didn't spot them before. And some urbans out here which managed to beat my silver shields and these peasants in support, which is a bit irritating. But here, as you can see, Monlith's going to come in behind the Carthaginian player, and by this point it's pretty, and I'm bringing up my infantry, it's pretty sure that we're going to win. This was just a good combination of me and him working together really well, because I've played a few sieges before and 2 vs 2s, and people who don't work with you, you never win. Unless you're ridiculously good or something, which I most certainly am not. But me and Monlith spotted weakness in things and we took them.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
So really fun battle in my opinion. Really impressive from Monlith too, with Macedon against Carthage. And my Silver Shield Legionnaires were obviously, and my Silver Shield Pikes, no match for Urbans, but I did have some number advantages on them.
The enemy army is in... This is a glorious achievement. Your victory is total. Crushing would be a better word.
So it's a heroic victory to us. Monlith gets nearly 800 kills. It was really good on his part. And I only got 467. But we both played our parts, so I think he did better than I did though. But his Cretians were absolutely brilliant in this fight. I think they were what turned it for us, because he thinned out the cavalry and some of the legionnaires of Plymouth before the battle even got started, and he really weakened that side over here with archer fire, so that I was able to have space to come in cleanly. So really good work there by Monlith. Plymouth was a really nice fellow. Dito didn't really say anything, so I don't know. He was a good enough player though. He wasn't mean or anything like that, so it's good. He got 454 kills. So me and Monlith had more men, but they had more upgraded men and more powerful infantry, and the defence, so the advantage probably was definitely theirs. So I was really pleased with our performance in this battle. So, and of course a heroic victory is always good to see, and here's some of my unit stats. Obviously my peasants got wasted, but that's fine. But my Silver Shield Pikemen, they did pretty average, reasonable, but they took some of the peeler as well as engaged urbans from the front, so they did their job. While my legionnaires, who got very few casualties and lots of kills, and my cataphracts too, they did the decisive part. And my archers, a few of them did alright, a couple of them didn't do so good, but they did pretty good. But I definitely the Cretan archers of Monlith were a real killer in this fight. So anyways, good game to Monlith, Plymouth and Dito. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out Monlith's channel. He's pretty much just starting up. But he's got himself a Julii campaign going, which would be pretty cool. So check his channel out, and hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.